Hello, how are you doing? I hope you are all doing well. I deeply believe that as vegan community, we really need discussion. We need to discuss strategies. And I think we should support brave thinking. Sometimes we should look at the things from the opposite side. We should sometimes propose opposite solutions. And we should not be afraid even to be wrong sometimes. I love to listen to vegan versus vegan debates. I think we need more such debates. To be honest, I think we had focused too much on anti-vegans. And we gave them too much focus, and as a result, we contributed in promoting several anti-vegan individuals. Therefore, I am glad to see when one vegan is criticizing or expressing his opinions about another vegan, about some arguments, some thinking or strategies. This is very needed also because we need to be more effective. The more we need to discuss how to be more effective. However, many of those vegan versus vegan discussions and critique seem to lack dignity, respect. And this is wrong, in my opinion. Actually, very wrong. Today, I would like to discuss Vegan Gains, a video about Humane Hancock's video with Dr. Melanie Joy, and Humane Hancock's response to Vegan Gains video. I will present short parts of those videos, and I will tell my opinion about whether we should consider veganism as spectrum or we should look at it rather statical, as a constant state. I will also discuss a topic of role of sense of guilt, about playing on guilt, whether it is effective or not, in my opinion. Not only whether it is effective, but also whether there is or not such a thing as sense of guilt. Because Vegan Gains seems to invest a lot of his hope in this phenomenon. Is it always existing or existing on some conditions? What conditions can be fulfilled to even get this phenomenon? And I will also briefly express my opinion about Vegan Gains activism. I will do it in the end of this video. Okay, let's start.
I also encourage people to really think of carnism and veganism on a spectrum. And where you're at on this spectrum is in some ways less important, some ways, than where you're heading. And to really encourage people to be as vegan as possible. First of all, this is the only rational ask, because nobody can be more vegan than what's possible for them. Now, a lot of vegans get stuck on this because we all have learned to believe that we're actually mind readers when we're not. I know what's possible for you. We all believe that we know what is possible for other people because of our observations. But what's possible for somebody else is what they believe is possible for them. So I'll give you
but can I just stop?
Okay.
So obviously, like if they believe that they can't go vegan, if we change our message, then they're gonna fucking believe that even more so. So like,
yeah,
if we continue and be like, yeah, you should be like this, and they say, oh, but I don't believe it because of like, I don't believe I can go vegan, then we can be like, okay, offer help, offer assistance. Oh, you can do this, you can do that. Whereas like, if then we say like, oh, you can just do it as much as possible, they're gonna believe that in their heads even more. Like,
yeah, this sounds like an internally inconsistent belief where she's saying we should advocate for people to go vegan, but tell them at the same time that it's not possible for them. Like, it's really strange. Yeah, like, I don't know why she wouldn't have just said, like, you know, encourage people to go vegan and make, like, maybe incremental steps one at a time if it's really difficult or something. But I don't know why she's promoting this idea. Like, tell people that if they think they can't go vegan, support that belief. Like, why would you do that?
So in the animal advocacy community, there is some debate between those who favour promoting vegetarianism and those who favour promoting veganism. There are pros and cons on either side. For example, I think promoting veganism more strongly conveys the importance of the issue. And if someone were to go vegan, we would expect a larger reduction in animal suffering than if they simply ate less meat. And many vegans feel that they wouldn't be sticking to their values if they didn't promote a strong vegan message. Now, those who favour reducitarianism may argue that it's more strategic to do so, because arguably a greater number of outreach recipients will change based on a reducitarian ask, and there is some empirical evidence to support this. But some activists argue that advocating for a reduction in consumption actually reinforces the belief that it's okay to eat animals, as long as you don't do it too much. Those who advocate for reduction argue that for many people, veganism is just too demanding, and leads to people doing nothing rather than something. Now, Melanie believes that we can be strategic and stick to our values by telling people to be as vegan as possible. She emphasises how what's physically possible isn't always psychologically possible. Now, telling people to be as vegan as possible is a reducitarian ask, but it frames veganism as the end goal. I don't see how this is inconsistent. It's just the strategy that Melanie believes will help animals most effectively.
And what do you think? Do you think we become vegans once and forever? Are you vegan when you are watching a movie? Are you vegan when you are asleep? Are you vegan when you are swimming in the swimming pool? Is it enough to make one decision forever to become vegan? Does it mean you are vegan? Now let's talk about a specific situation, the real situation from my life. As you probably know, I have recently rescued 4 rats which were born to become feeder for snakes. This was very challenging for me. It is a very challenging task. It still is, because rats are not easy for me, especially that they haven't been tamed. It's not easy. I was hesitating. Sometimes I still am hesitating whether to keep them or maybe to search for a new home for them, because it is challenging, and I will shoot another video about to tell more details about keeping rats and all pros and cons. This happened accidentally and spontaneously. When I was searching for the advertising related to guinea pigs, I just saw many ads about rats, and when I saw that particular ad about rats for snakes, which actually were born in the house of snake's breeder, I instantly, spontaneously decided to go and take them. Please tell me, would I be the same vegan if I didn't do it? Am I a better vegan because I did it? I could haven't done it and still call myself vegan. Yes or no? Would I be the same vegan if I didn't do it? Or maybe I am at a different point in the spectrum of being vegan. Am I or not? Or would I be vegan at all if I didn't rescue them while seeing animals in need and seeing an opportunity to rescue them? Because there are many situations that we can do nothing about that situation. We are helpless. For example, if about animals in slaughterhouses, actually we have no power to save them, to rescue them. But there are many animals that we have power and possibility and a chance to save their lives. And in case of my rats, to save them for horrible death. Are we the same vegans if we don't use those opportunities, don't react to those opportunities whenever we have a chance to rescue animals? Because this is something that I have a big problem about. Some people are proud and proudly calling themselves vegan just because they avoid animal-derived products. They feel better than others, while there are so many ways to save animals, to make a change for them. And just only avoiding animal products is just merely one means to to make a change for them. It means boycotting supply of animal products. There are so many other ways to support animals. Like, for example, donating money, which is proved in some research to be way more effective than just only going vegan. Making pressure on politicians or directly rescuing animals. There are so many animals, and so many of them, like small rodents, are so easy. So you can always find such species that it will be easy for you. It will fit your lifestyle. For example, if you don't have much time for animals, you are a busy person. For example, mice can be good animals that you can easily rescue, save their lives, and they are not. They have opinions of being not really demanding. Even elder guinea pigs are not very much demanding. There are always so many things to do. Or let's take another example. On one side, we have a pure vegan who is studying all the ingredients in the products. And this vegan is feeling so pure because he's so careful never to buy animal-derived product or anything containing even a trace amount of it. Or maybe we have raw vegans who never buy processed foods. Do they really save animals? Let's compare such people with a person who is not that perfect. Let's say once in a while has maybe an egg or maybe yogurt or I don't know. But at the same time, on daily basis, is really actively supporting vegan products market and development of it by actively purchasing all the time various products. Who is more vegan, or where are those people in the spectrum? Or you think that a person who once a while has, for example, an egg is out of the spectrum at all, cannot be even considered. Because the facts are that the person who is actively buying and supporting development of vegan products market is probably saving more animals. I have already a video about this, and please check this video necessarily, here is link, about which is more important, not buying animal products or buying vegan products. And to make things short, I think that those two are equally important. So someone who is only not buying and who is proudly calling himself a vegan, in fact is only partially vegan. In my opinion, I would place such a person somewhere in the middle of the spectrum between veganism and non-veganism. Somewhere in the middle, maybe at the point 0. Actually, probably I would place him at the point 0 because just only not buying doesn't help any animal. The value is 0. It's not minus, it's not plus, it's just exactly 0. So someone who is actively supporting with purchasing, with, for example, donating, with saving animals, probably will be higher in the spectrum. Melanie Joy was not only brave by expressing her opinions, but she was also right. She's right that she wants to cooperate with people who are not perfectly vegan, but who are active, who are actively supporting vegan market or pro-vegan campaigns, who are supporting raising the awareness. And after all, I am against, or at least I find it very unprecise to call a person a vegan. It's okay, we can do it because we want to know who is from our group, it's better to know, for example, when you are on YouTube, to know, oh, this is vegan channel, or this is vegan activist. Okay, so you know that maybe you might check the content. It's just information. It's initial information for you that, okay, this is vegan content, but we shouldn't take those things too seriously. I don't think that we become vegan once and forever, and only by decision that we stop buying those products. It makes us very high in a spectrum. Actually, in my opinion, veganism is an act of choice, and veganism is something, in my opinion, which happens every time whenever you make right or optimal decision. Moreover, therefore also I like this idea of spectrum, because you may have two decisions. You may have several options. For example, you're in the shop and you can buy just a vegetable, which is a vegan choice, of course, obviously, but you can also buy a product which is labeled as a vegan product. And of course, this decision will be more vegan because it's helping animals much more. And why, again, I recommend you this video, because my previous video, because I explained more why it is so much more valuable and effective. Every time you make a decision, you can make a vegan decision. So vegan can be only decisions, never people, truly. And we are always somewhere on the spectrum. We can make more or less vegan decisions. For example, today I am shooting a video. Last night I was watching a movie on Netflix. So was I same vegan last night as I am today? Today I'm doing something. So today I made another decision regarding this night. So yes, I think today I am more vegan than last night, because last night I decided to have a rest, to relax. So I was less vegan last night. I think it's a huge mistake that we are satisfied with the static decisions of becoming vegan, of avoiding animal products, and we are glorifying this, glorifying a static state of avoiding animal products. This is nothing to glorify. We should glorify action. First of all, we should care about animals. And once you care, you start thinking, we care, we want to make a change. So how to make a change? For example, by boycotting animal products and companies selling those products, obviously. This is like one of means only. And once you care, you think maybe this way, maybe that way. Maybe you can change your mind in the meantime. And this is the way it should be. We should discuss how to make it better, how to make it different. Maybe we should start from completely another side. And I find it really toxic when one person, one vegan activist, is punishing another caring person for thinking bravely. This is something which shouldn't have happened ever. Dr. Melanie Joy might be even wrong, but we cannot talk in such a disrespectful manner about her ideas. We can discuss, we can disagree, but we should keep being respectful and appreciate that someone is trying to figure out more effective way how to help animals, how to make a change. As usual, when a video is getting long, I split it into parts and will post a continuation of my musings any day now. Thank you very much for today and see you soon. Bye bye.